In the fast-paced, technology-driven world we live in today, it often feels like we're drowning in a constant flood of distractions. Every day, we're bombarded by media, shifting trends, and the never-ending hum of digital notifications. Amid this chaos, it's easy to feel disconnected from ourselves and the world around us. But what if there was a philosophy, ancient yet timeless, that could help us find clarity, purpose, and resilience in the face of all this noise? Enter the teachings of Miyamoto Musashi, one of the most revered and legendary swordsmen in history. Musashi's philosophy, as articulated in his classic work The Book of Five Rings, is not just a guide to martial combat. It's a way of life that speaks to the very heart of personal mastery. In a world where everything seems to be in a constant state of flux, Musashi's principles offer a steady compass, guiding us toward not only success in our endeavors, but also deeper self-understanding and inner peace. But why should we care about the teachings of a swordsman who lived over 400 years ago in feudal Japan? The answer lies in Musashi's profound ability to tap into the universal truths of human existence. While his life was defined by duels, military strategy, and martial arts, his philosophy extends far beyond the battlefield. Musashi's teachings offer insights into discipline, decision-making, resilience, and personal growth, qualities that are just as essential today as they were in the 17th century. In a world where decisions often need to be made in moments of chaos, where distractions constantly pull us in different directions, Musashi's philosophy provides us with tools to remain steadfast, clear-headed, and focused on our true purpose. His lessons on virtue, strategy, and victory are not confined to martial combat alone. They are applicable to business, athletics, personal relationships, and most importantly, self-mastery. Chapter 1. Introduction. The eternal relevance of Musashi's teachings. In the chaos of the modern world, where every moment is driven by the constant hum of technology, media, and shifting trends, one ancient philosophy continues to resonate with profound clarity. A philosophy that speaks to the heart of what it means to live with discipline, purpose, and unyielding resilience. That philosophy is the teachings of Miyamoto Musashi, one of the most revered and legendary swordsmen in history. In a time when everything around us seems in flux, Musashi's principles, as laid out in his timeless work, The Book of Five Rings, have become a guiding light for anyone seeking success, inner peace, and mastery over self. Musashi's teachings on the warrior's way, principles of virtue, strategy, and victory are as relevant in 2025 as they were in the 17th century. Imagine living with the clarity to make decisions in moments of chaos, the discipline to remain steadfast when challenges arise, and the wisdom to understand the world in a way that drives not just physical victories but deeper personal growth. Musashi's philosophy goes beyond combat and martial arts. It's a pathway to living life with intention, resilience, and a deep connection to one's core values. As we embark on this exploration, we'll delve into how Musashi's way of life has inspired not just martial artists, but also philosophers, business leaders, athletes, and ordinary individuals seeking to cultivate their potential. And in a world that sometimes feels more fragmented than ever, understanding how Musashi's thoughts on virtue and victory can be applied today is an exploration that speaks to anyone striving for personal excellence. Welcome to the unfolding journey, where we dive deep into the timeless wisdom that has shaped human history. Here, we explore ancient philosophies, uncover timeless truths, and find practical insights to navigate life's challenges. Each video on our channel invites you to discover new perspectives, embrace self-improvement, and embark on your personal growth journey. Today, we have the opportunity to explore the life and teachings of Miyamoto Musashi, one of the greatest warriors in history. His philosophy, which transcends the art of combat, provides profound lessons for anyone who seeks to cultivate strength, wisdom, and resilience in their lives. Whether you're an entrepreneur, athlete, artist, or someone seeking personal transformation, Musashi's The Way of the Warrior offers powerful principles for success. So, if you're ready to unlock the timeless lessons of Musashi, stick with us for this deep dive into his teachings on virtue, victory, and the warrior's path. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to join us on this unfolding journey of personal growth and discovery. Understanding Musashi's relevance today. Though we live in a world that may seem entirely different from the one Musashi inhabited, his principles remain profoundly applicable. The fast-paced, high-stress nature of modern life can often feel overwhelming, and we are bombarded with challenges that test our emotional, mental, and physical endurance. Musashi's wisdom offers a way to navigate these challenges with precision, clarity, and purpose. In 2025, individuals are still in search of balance in their lives, whether in the form of career success, personal growth, or managing stress. Musashi's concepts of virtue and victory, not just in battle, but in the battle of life itself, can serve as a compass for anyone seeking to thrive amid chaos. Virtue and victory in Musashi's teachings aren't just abstract concepts. They are actionable and grounded in practicality. Virtue is about mastering oneself, developing internal fortitude, and cultivating clarity in the face of adversity. Victory is not merely about triumphing over others. It's about mastering the art of living with integrity, honor, and self-discipline. By understanding and embracing these principles, we can cultivate lives of profound meaning and purpose, even in turbulent times. Musashi's path. A blueprint for success. What makes Musashi's philosophy so compelling is its holistic nature. Musashi wasn't merely a master swordsman. He was a philosopher and strategist who understood that true victory involves mastery over oneself, mind, body, and spirit. His philosophy doesn't focus only on physical prowess. It emphasizes mental clarity, emotional resilience, and strategic thinking. In a sense, Musashi's way is a philosophy of self-mastery, where one learns to understand their environment, adapt to changing circumstances, and rise above challenges without losing their core values. When we think of the way of the warrior, it's easy to imagine battles fought with swords and shields. However, Musashi's teachings extend far beyond martial arts and swordsmanship. He offers us a framework for understanding the world and navigating the complexities of life. Through the 5 elements of the Book of 5 Rings, Musashi illustrates how we can align our actions with universal truths, making decisions with confidence, maintaining discipline, and cultivating virtues that lead to personal victory. This is precisely why Musashi's teachings are still so relevant today. In the modern world, we may not face opponents on a battlefield, but we do face daily struggles that demand resilience, focus, and adaptability. Whether you're tackling challenges in business, relationships, or personal development, Musashi's principles can help you approach life's obstacles with a warrior's mindset. The value of Musashi's timeless wisdom. There is a profound simplicity in Musashi's teachings. In the Book of 5 Rings, he focuses not just on winning battles, but on understanding the nature of conflict itself. How to think, act, and live with an awareness that allows us to find peace amidst chaos. Musashi believed that the warrior's way involved constant refinement of the mind and spirit, something that resonates deeply in today's world where many of us are in search of balance and fulfillment. Modern society often values speed, efficiency, and external achievements over inner strength and clarity. But Musashi's teachings remind us that true success comes from a steady, disciplined approach to life, focusing not on external rewards, but on the cultivation of virtue. In fact, Musashi's view of victory is not simply the defeat of an opponent, but the mastery of oneself, of one's fears, desires, and ego. In a world that constantly urges us to strive for more, Musashi's philosophy encourages us to reflect, slow down, and focus on the internal work that is necessary to find lasting success. The legacy of Musashi. Miyamoto Musashi's teachings have far outlasted his lifetime. His influence can be seen in various fields. Beyond martial arts and swordsmanship, his work has inspired business leaders, strategists, and philosophers around the world. Concepts such as strategic thinking, adaptability, and self-mastery resonate as much in corporate boardrooms and personal development workshops as they do on the battlefield. His teachings transcend cultural and historical boundaries, offering universal lessons that continue to impact people today. From entrepreneurs seeking innovative ways to succeed in competitive markets, to athletes striving for peak performance, to individuals seeking mental clarity and emotional resilience, Musashi's principles speak to the universal human desire for personal growth and victory in life. The path of the warrior, as outlined by Musashi, is not one of blind aggression or mere physical dominance. It is a path of reflection, self-discipline, and moral fortitude. In the Book of Five Rings, Musashi gives us a roadmap for navigating not only external battles, but also the inner battles we face every day. Whether you are looking to improve your leadership, overcome personal challenges, or simply lead a more purposeful life, Musashi's teachings can provide the clarity and guidance you need. So, as we continue this journey through Musashi's philosophy, I encourage you to think about how his ideas on virtue, victory, and strategy can shape your approach to life. And as we move forward, remember that the path of the warrior is never truly a destination. It is a lifelong journey of learning, growth, and constant refinement. Chapter 2. Who was Miyamoto Musashi? Miyamoto Musashi is one of the most iconic figures in Japanese history. Born in 1584 in the Harima province of Japan, Musashi would go on to become a master swordsman, philosopher, and strategist, whose contributions transcend his era. His name is synonymous with skill in martial arts and the pursuit of excellence, not only in combat, but in life itself. But to understand the full extent of his teachings and why his life holds such relevance today, it's important to explore the person behind the legend. The man who lived a life full of battles, reflection, and ultimate enlightenment. Early life and background. Musashi was born into the Miura family, but after the death of his father, when Musashi was just 7 years old, he was sent to live with his grandfather. This early loss, combined with the turbulent era in which he lived, marked the beginning of a life that would be filled with personal hardships and challenges. Japan during the late 16th century was a country embroiled in internal conflict. The Sengoku period, a time of constant civil war between powerful feudal lords vying for control. It was during this period that Musashi would hone his skills and develop the philosophies that would later define him. By the time Musashi was just 13 years old, he fought his first duel against a renowned swordsman named Arima Kihei. He won the duel, demonstrating his natural skill and tactical prowess. This event marked the beginning of a long career as a wandering swordsman, one who sought out duels to refine his abilities and philosophies. Unlike many warriors of his time, Musashi's duels were not simply about proving superiority over others, but about understanding himself and his opponents in ways that transcended mere physical combat. Over the years, Musashi would go on to face over 60 opponents, each time employing different tactics and strategies to win, sometimes against those more experienced or skilled than himself. One of his most famous duels was against the renowned swordsman Sasaki Kojiro in 1612, a battle that would ultimately cement his legacy as one of the greatest swordsmen in history. Musashi's victory against Kojiro is particularly notable for his unconventional approach, fighting with a wooden sword and using psychological tactics to unsettle his opponent. This duel not only demonstrated Musashi's skill, but also his deep understanding of the mental and spiritual aspects of battle, a theme that would later become central to his philosophical writings. Life as a wanderer and philosopher. For much of his life, Musashi was a ronin, a wandering samurai without a master. The freedom that came with this status allowed him to travel across Japan, learning not only the art of swordsmanship, but also the ways of Zen Buddhism, strategy, and other philosophical disciplines. His travels led him to study and refine his understanding of martial arts, but also of life itself. During his wandering years, Musashi spent considerable time in solitude, reflecting deeply on the nature of conflict, human behavior, and the way of the warrior. It was through this introspection that he developed the philosophy that would later be captured in his famous work, the Book of Five Rings. The text was written toward the end of his life, in 1645, after he had retired from fighting. In it, Musashi outlines his thoughts on combat, strategy, and life. But the work goes far beyond a manual for warriors. It is a philosophical treatise that offers insight into how to approach life with discipline, clarity, and purpose. Musashi's time as a wandering swordsman gave him a unique perspective on the world. Unlike those who were born into privileged positions, Musashi experienced life on the fringes of society, always seeking his own way. His self-reliance, focus on continual improvement, and rejection of the traditional warrior code of the samurai all set him apart from many of his contemporaries. Instead of following conventional paths, Musashi sought truth through personal experience, introspection, and engagement with the world around him. Musashi's later years and death. By the time Musashi reached his later years, he had grown both physically and mentally, embodying the wisdom and clarity that he had spent a lifetime cultivating. His final years were marked by his deepening commitment to his philosophical teachings. It was during this time that he began to write the Book of Five Rings, encapsulating a lifetime of wisdom, philosophy, and strategy. Musashi passed away in 1645, leaving behind not only a legacy of undefeated duels, but also a treasure trove of philosophical insights that continue to influence people across the world today. His teachings on self-mastery, virtue, and strategy transcend martial arts and offer valuable lessons for anyone seeking personal growth and success. Musashi's influence on martial arts and philosophy. Musashi's impact on martial arts is immense. His unique style, known as Nitten Ichiryu, emphasized dual-wielding swords, an unconventional and innovative technique that has become iconic. But his influence extends far beyond just the physical practice of swordsmanship. Musashi's teachings on strategy, found in the Book of Five Rings, are widely regarded as a masterpiece of military strategy. They have been studied not only by military tacticians but also by business leaders, politicians, and athletes who seek insight into how to approach competition, leadership, and personal growth. His philosophies have shaped fields as diverse as business strategy, sports psychology, and leadership training. His principles of adapting to one's environment, mental clarity, and strategic planning have resonated with individuals seeking to apply his ideas in a variety of contexts. In addition to his martial arts and strategic genius, Musashi's exploration of Zen Buddhism and philosophy has made him an enduring figure in the world of intellectual thought. His emphasis on spiritual development, mindfulness, and the mental discipline required for success has influenced contemporary thinkers and leaders who strive for clarity, focus, and peace amidst the distractions of the modern world. Musashi's legacy. Today, Musashi's legacy is a cornerstone in both martial arts and strategic thought. His name is synonymous with discipline, courage, and unwavering dedication to one's craft. His writings continue to be studied by those seeking to understand not just combat, but the deeper principles that guide life's greatest battles. Musashi's life story teaches us that the path to greatness is not always straightforward. It is a path that involves constant learning, self-reflection, and a willingness to challenge conventional wisdom. Musashi's unconventional thinking and relentless pursuit of excellence make him a timeless figure, one whose teachings will continue to inspire future generations. Musashi's life was one of struggle, reflection, and growth. His ability to rise above personal challenges, his commitment to self-improvement, and his development of a philosophy that extends beyond martial arts make him a figure worthy of study and admiration. By examining his life, we gain not just insights into strategy and combat, but also valuable lessons on how to approach life with discipline, resilience, and an unwavering focus on personal mastery. As we continue to explore Musashi's philosophy, we will dive deeper into how his teachings can be applied not just in combat, but in modern-day challenges. Whether you're a leader, a student, or someone seeking personal growth, the lessons of Musashi remain as relevant today as they were during his lifetime. So, let's continue this journey and discover how we can apply Musashi's wisdom in the 21st century. Chapter 3. The Core Principles of Musashi's Philosophy. Miyamoto Musashi's life and philosophy are rooted in principles that are as applicable today as they were in the 16th century. His core principles, developed over decades of reflection and battle, are centered on the concepts of discipline, self-mastery, and adaptability. Musashi's worldview was grounded in Zen Buddhism, strategic thinking, and an unyielding pursuit of excellence. He integrated these into his understanding of what it means to be a warrior, but but his insights can easily be applied to any pursuit in life. In this chapter, we will explore the core principles that Musashi emphasized throughout his life and work, particularly in his renowned treatise, The Book of Five Rings. These principles go beyond physical combat and provide a philosophical framework for achieving personal mastery, success, and resilience in all aspects of life. The way of the warrior: mind, body, and spirit. At the heart of Musashi's philosophy is the idea that the warrior is not simply someone who excels in battle, but someone who embodies a holistic approach to life, one that integrates mind, body, and spirit. Musashi's concept of the warrior is not confined to physical combat, but extends to every aspect of existence, from mental clarity to emotional resilience. In the Book of Five Rings, Musashi teaches that discipline is the cornerstone of success, and that true warriors practice self-mastery over their emotions, thoughts, and actions. This idea of harmony between the mind, body, and spirit is particularly relevant in today's world, where the pressures of modern life often fragment our focus and leave us disconnected from our true selves. For Musashi, mental discipline was paramount. He believed that to be victorious, one must have clarity of mind, free from the distractions and emotional turmoil that can cloud judgment. The physical aspect of the warrior involves not just skill, but a deep understanding of how to harness one's energy efficiently, focusing it on the task at hand. Finally, the spiritual aspect of the warrior emphasizes detachment from ego and the cultivation of inner peace. Only when these three elements are in balance can one approach life with the discipline necessary to succeed. The importance of continuous learning. One of the key principles Musashi emphasized was the need for continuous learning and self-improvement. Unlike many who believed mastery could be achieved through rigid training or adherence to tradition, Musashi promoted the idea of adaptability, constantly evolving in response to one's environment and circumstances. Throughout his life, Musashi practiced the art of self-reflection. After every duel, he would analyze his performance, focusing on what went well, what could be improved, and how he could refine his techniques. Musashi's belief in constant growth extended beyond the battlefield. He understood that in life, nothing is static. Whether you are a business leader, athlete, or student, continuous learning is a vital principle for success. In today's rapidly changing world, where new technologies and paradigms emerge daily, this principle is more relevant than ever. The ability to learn, adapt, and innovate is what separates the truly successful from those who remain stagnant. Musashi's view that one should never stop learning is a critical lesson for those striving to achieve greatness in their personal or professional lives. Strategy: the art of knowing and adapting to one's environment. In the Book of Five Rings, Musashi delves deeply into the concept of strategy, not just as a tool for battle, but as a guiding framework for life. He teaches that success is not determined solely by brute force or physical prowess, but by the ability to read situations, anticipate outcomes, and adapt one's tactics accordingly. For Musashi, the art of strategy involves both understanding yourself and understanding the world around you. The warrior must be aware of their own strengths and weaknesses, as well as those of their opponent. Moreover, Musashi teaches that strategy is dynamic. It requires a constant awareness of the changing circumstances and a flexible approach to the challenges that arise. This principle of strategic thinking has been widely adopted in fields far beyond martial arts. In business, it is the foundation of leadership and decision-making. In sports, it is the basis for adapting to different opponents and game situations. And in personal growth, it means having the wisdom to recognize when it's time to push forward and when it's time to adapt or change course. Musashi's philosophy teaches that success comes not from being rigid, but from knowing how to adjust to the situation at hand. The power of detachment and the absence of ego. Perhaps one of the most profound aspects of Musashi's philosophy is his concept of detachment. He understood that the ego could be a powerful force, leading to pride, overconfidence, and attachment to success or failure. According to Musashi, the true warrior must free themselves from the distractions of ego and focus instead on the task at hand, whether that be a duel, a personal goal, or a business endeavor. In Musashi's view, detachment doesn't mean indifference or a lack of ambition. Rather, it is the ability to remain objective and clear-minded in the face of external pressures. When one is attached to a specific outcome or the idea of winning at all costs, they risk making emotional decisions that cloud judgment. Musashi teaches that true victory comes from understanding that success is not tied to external validation, but to inner mastery and a commitment to one's values. In the modern world, where external pressures and competition often drive us to achieve recognition or success, Musashi's call to detach from ego is especially important. It reminds us to focus on the process rather than becoming overly concerned with outcomes or public approval. This detachment allows one to navigate life's challenges with greater clarity, equanimity, and success. The philosophy of no sword, the highest form of mastery. One of the more unusual concepts in Musashi's teachings is his idea of no sword. The idea that the highest level of mastery is reached when one transcends the use of physical weapons. This concept, which seems counterintuitive at first, is an expression of Musashi's belief in the importance of spiritual mastery and mental clarity over the reliance on physical tools. In Musashi's philosophy, the warrior should not rely solely on their sword or other external implements. Instead, they should cultivate the mental discipline and spiritual clarity that enables them to win without fighting. Through strategic insight, psychological understanding, and the ability to remain calm and clear-headed in the face of conflict. While this concept was originally conceived within the context of sword fighting, it has much broader applications. It suggests that the highest level of mastery is one that is achieved by cultivating inner strength and mental focus, rather than by relying solely on external tools, strategies, or technologies. Whether in business, sports, or personal development, the idea of reaching the highest level of success by developing internal rather than external strategies is an insight that has profound implications. The way of the sword, action, not words. While Musashi's philosophy is deeply intellectual, he also emphasized the importance of action. He believed that understanding something intellectually is not enough. One must also practice it through physical action. This idea, expressed in his emphasis on practice and training, is crucial to Musashi's approach to mastery. Musashi taught that the warrior must embody their philosophy through constant practice, never stopping their efforts to improve and refine their skills. For Musashi, words without action were meaningless. His life, characterized by constant practice and testing of his skills, serves as an example of his commitment to applying his philosophy in real-life situations. This principle of action is crucial today. In a world where many are caught in cycles of overthinking or seeking perfection, Musashi reminds us that success comes from doing, taking action, learning from mistakes, and refining our approach along the way. Whether you're pursuing a career goal, working on personal development, or facing challenges, Musashi's belief in the importance of action over words remains highly relevant. Miyamoto Musashi's philosophy, distilled through his principles of discipline, strategy, detachment, and action, provides a powerful blueprint for achieving mastery in all aspects of life. These core principles, developed through years of personal experience and reflection, extend far beyond the art of swordsmanship and provide valuable insights for anyone seeking personal growth, resilience, and success. As we explore more of Musashi's teachings in the coming chapters, we will continue to see how his principles of self-mastery, strategic thinking, and spiritual balance apply to modern challenges. Musashi's path to victory, both in battle and in life, offers us a guide to navigating the complexities of the 21st century with clarity, purpose, and strength. Chapter 4: The Book of Five Rings, a guide to strategy and self-mastery. One of the most influential texts in the world of strategy, Miyamoto Musashi's The Book of Five Rings, Go Rin no Sho, stands as a masterpiece not only for martial artists but also for anyone interested in mastering the art of strategic thinking, decision-making, and personal growth. Written in 1645, the book encapsulates the philosophy, principles, and strategies that Musashi developed over his lifetime of combat and reflection. But it is far more than a manual for sword fighting. In fact, the Book of Five Rings is a universal text that provides wisdom applicable to a wide range of endeavors, from business leadership to sports to personal development. In this chapter, we will explore the structure of the Book of Five Rings, break down its key teachings, and examine how Musashi's five elements, earth, water, fire, wind, and void, offer profound insights into how to live and work effectively in today's complex world. Understanding the structure of the Book of Five Rings. Musashi's The Book of Five Rings is divided into 5 sections, each corresponding to one of the 5 elements. The structure of the text mirrors Musashi's belief that balance between the elements, just like balance in life, is essential for success. Each element represents different aspects of strategy and self-mastery. Here's a quick breakdown of each of the 5 sections. The Earth Book. This section is the foundation of the entire work, much like the earth forms the foundation of the physical world. It focuses on fundamentals and the importance of building a strong base in any endeavor. Musashi emphasizes the need for discipline, study, and preparation in achieving mastery. The Water Book. Water is about flexibility and adaptability. This section deals with how one should approach problems and situations with an open mind, flowing and adapting as circumstances change. Musashi writes about the importance of improvisation and learning how to think on your feet. The Fire Book. Fire symbolizes aggression, decisiveness, and action. In this section, Musashi discusses the role of timing and strategy, stressing that action is often required in decisive moments. The fire element teaches how to act with intensity when the situation calls for it, and how to maintain control in the heat of battle. The Wind Book. The wind represents understanding the opponent, knowing their strengths, weaknesses, and strategies. The Wind Book teaches about the importance of being aware of one's competitors or adversaries and studying their methods to find opportunities for success. The Void Book. The void symbolizes the unknown, the space between the known and the unknown. Musashi explores the idea of mental clarity and spiritual detachment, encouraging the reader to embrace uncertainty and to understand that sometimes true mastery involves letting go of the attachment to outcomes. The Void teaches about intuition, the unseen, and trusting one's instincts. Earth, the foundation of discipline and fundamentals. The Earth Book is the cornerstone of Musashi's philosophy. It discusses the importance of laying a strong foundation in both martial arts and life. For Musashi, discipline and the mastery of basics are non-negotiable. He stresses that mastery begins with a deep understanding of the fundamentals, the core principles that guide a warrior's path. Musashi writes that the earth represents the foundation of all things, and just like the earth sustains life, the fundamental principles of any endeavor provide the structure needed to excel. In business, this might translate to mastering the basics of the industry, the core knowledge and skills that are essential for success. In personal development, it means having a solid understanding of one's own strengths, weaknesses, and purpose. In modern times, this section can also be seen as a call to embrace hard work and practice. The successful businessman or athlete does not rise to the top through shortcuts, but through years of disciplined effort, honing their craft until it becomes second nature. Water, flexibility and adaptability in strategy. The Water Book teaches that success often lies not in rigidity, but in the ability to flow like water, adaptable, fluid, and able to fit the contours of any situation. Musashi draws upon the characteristic of water, which conforms to its surroundings, yet has the power to carve through stone over time. For Musashi, the ability to adapt is essential to maintaining a strategic advantage. In this section, Musashi emphasizes that improvisation and flexibility are key to successful strategy. He advises warriors to practice multiple styles and techniques, becoming fluid in their approach, just as water can take the shape of any container. This idea of being adaptable and open-minded is as relevant today as it was during Musashi's time. Whether it's dealing with the unpredictable nature of the business world, managing changes in the marketplace, or adjusting to new challenges in personal relationships, adaptability is crucial. In Musashi's view, Those who cannot adjust to changing circumstances are doomed to failure. Today, the ability to quickly pivot and think on one's feet is more important than ever, especially in a world characterized by constant change and unpredictability. Fire, the art of timing and decisive action. The Fire book focuses on the importance of decisiveness and timing. Musashi teaches that a warrior must be able to recognize when to strike with full intensity and when to hold back. Fire symbolizes energy and action, and in the world of strategy, it teaches the importance of not only knowing when to act but also how to act with precision. One of Musashi's key teachings is that timing is the most critical element in battle or strategy. In the heat of a confrontation, one must be able to act decisively, without hesitation. In the business world, this is akin to knowing when to seize an opportunity or when to make bold decisions in the face of uncertainty. In sports, it's the difference between making a winning move in the final seconds or letting the opportunity slip away. Musashi's principle of fire is all about being decisive and acting swiftly when the situation demands it. But his teaching also emphasizes control, knowing when to act with intensity and when to hold back. This strategic balance is crucial in modern leadership and success. Wind, understanding the opponent. The Wind book emphasizes the importance of understanding your opponent, not just physically, but also mentally. Musashi stresses that to win, one must study and anticipate the moves of the opposition. He teaches that the warrior should always be aware of their opponent's strengths and weaknesses and use that knowledge to their advantage. Musashi's focus on the wind element underscores the importance of perception. It's not enough to just know yourself. You must also understand those around you. Whether in a business deal, a sports competition, or a negotiation, understanding your opponent's strategy is critical. This principle is often used in modern business strategies and competitive analysis, where leaders must study their competition to remain ahead. In personal life, the wind element teaches about empathy, understanding the motivations, emotions, and goals of others. By understanding your opponent or adversary, you can navigate challenges more effectively. Void, the power of mental clarity and spiritual detachment. Finally, the Void book is the most abstract section of the Book of Five Rings, discussing the concept of mental clarity and spiritual detachment. The Void represents the unknown, the space beyond what is understood. It is in this space that true mastery is found, not through rigid thought, but through intuition and fluidity of mind. Musashi teaches that the highest form of strategy is achieved when one transcends attachment to any particular outcome or tool. The Void is about reaching a level of mastery where the warrior can sense opportunities and respond naturally without being weighed down by expectations or attachments. In modern times, the Void principle can be applied to mindfulness and meditation, where the goal is not to force an outcome, but to remain open and receptive to what arises. The ability to stay present, clear-headed, and detached in high-pressure situations is often the key to success. The Book of Five Rings serves as a guide to strategy, not just in combat, but in life. Through the elements of earth, water, fire, wind, and void, Musashi provides timeless lessons that continue to resonate today. His philosophy teaches that success is not just about mastering a craft, but about understanding yourself, your environment, and your opponents. These principles offer profound wisdom for anyone seeking to achieve excellence and master the challenges that life throws their way. As we continue to explore Musashi's teachings in the following chapters, we will see how his philosophy extends into other aspects of self-mastery. Chapter 5, Musashi's Way, integrating philosophy into modern leadership. While Musashi's insights were forged in the context of feudal Japan, they transcend the time and culture in which they were born. The wisdom in the Book of Five Rings has found its place not only in martial arts, but also in the world of modern leadership, entrepreneurship, and personal mastery. In this chapter, we will explore how Musashi's principles of leadership, rooted in strategy, mental clarity, and emotional discipline, apply to modern leadership challenges. The warrior's mindset in leadership. Musashi was not only a swordsman, he was a profound thinker and strategist. His life was dedicated to honing a mindset that was both clear and adaptable, yet resolute in its pursuit of success. For modern leaders, developing a warrior's mindset, characterized by focus, resilience, and strategic foresight, is essential for navigating the volatile and unpredictable terrain of modern business and leadership. The warrior's mindset embraces challenges with the understanding that failure is an inevitable part of the journey. Musashi's ability to remain composed and focused in the face of adversity made him a successful tactician and leader. For today's leaders, it's important to understand that challenges and setbacks are opportunities to refine strategy and grow. Like Musashi, modern leaders must continually refine their leadership style, be willing to learn from their failures, and focus on the long-term vision. The greatest leaders are those who, even in the midst of chaos, maintain an unwavering sense of purpose and direction, much like a warrior on the battlefield who remains calm and focused on victory despite the external turmoil. The importance of adaptability, navigating change with Musashi's teachings. One of the most profound aspects of Musashi's philosophy is his emphasis on adaptability. In the world of business and leadership, change is constant. Markets evolve, technologies disrupt industries, and public opinion shifts rapidly. Musashi's teachings on adaptability, primarily expressed in the Water Book, remind leaders to remain flexible in their approach while staying grounded in their core values and vision. For Musashi, adaptability was not about changing goals but adjusting methods in response to the environment. This principle can be applied to modern business contexts in which leaders must stay agile, pivoting when necessary without losing sight of their ultimate objective. In fact, many successful entrepreneurs and CEOs attribute their success to their ability to navigate and adapt to changing circumstances, just as Musashi did on the battlefield. Decision-making, the role of timing and precision. Musashi's teachings on timing and decisiveness, particularly expressed in the Fire Book, offer valuable lessons for modern decision-makers. Timing, in Musashi's view, is the essence of victory. It's not enough to simply act. One must act at the right moment, with precision and purpose. In today's fast-paced world, decision-making is often required on the fly, and Musashi's principles offer insights into how to approach this challenge. For example, Musashi teaches that a decision made too early or too late can lead to failure, whereas a decision made at the right time can be transformative. In business, this may mean launching a product at the opportune moment, entering new markets at the right time, or taking risks that have the potential for high reward. Leaders who can gauge the right moment to act, backed by strategic insight, are more likely to succeed. Musashi's emphasis on timing offers a powerful tool for leaders looking to enhance their decision-making skills and navigate challenges more effectively. The role of emotional discipline in leadership. One of the most important qualities of a leader, according to Musashi, is emotional discipline. In the heat of battle or business negotiations, leaders must not allow their emotions to dictate their actions. Musashi, through his teachings on the importance of detachment, reminds leaders that emotional reactivity can cloud judgment and hinder effective decision-making. This is particularly pertinent in modern leadership, where the pressures of competition, success, and failure often lead to emotional burnout or poor judgment. Leaders who can manage their emotions, maintain clarity of thought, and keep their composure in stressful situations are the ones who thrive. Musashi's focus on detachment from ego and external circumstances offers modern leaders a framework for cultivating mental resilience and emotional balance. By practicing emotional discipline, leaders are able to make decisions with greater clarity, avoid unnecessary conflicts, and inspire trust and respect from their teams. Musashi's teachings remind us that self-control is a hallmark of strong leadership and strategic success. Chapter 6. Musashi's influence on personal development. While Musashi's insights have undoubtedly shaped martial arts and leadership, his teachings also offer profound wisdom for anyone seeking personal growth and self-mastery. This chapter will explore how Musashi's principles can be applied to individual development, from cultivating discipline to achieving mental clarity and emotional balance. The path to self-mastery, developing discipline and focus. At the heart of Musashi's philosophy is the concept of self-mastery. the continuous effort to improve oneself both physically and mentally. Musashi emphasized that the path to mastery is long and filled with obstacles, but it is only through discipline and focus that true success can be achieved. In today's world, where distractions are rampant and the pressure to succeed is high, Musashi's commitment to self-discipline provides a useful guide. Whether it's setting goals, building new habits, or achieving career success, self-mastery is an essential component of personal development. Musashi's philosophy encourages individuals to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, to stay disciplined even in the face of failure, and to continue refining one's skills throughout life. The principle of self-discipline, when practiced consistently, leads to personal mastery and the realization of one's fullest potential. Clarity of mind, the role of meditation and mental focus. In addition to discipline, Musashi's teachings also stress the importance of mental clarity. Through meditation and the cultivation of a focused mind, individuals can reach a state of mental clarity that allows them to make better decisions and respond to life's challenges with ease. Musashi believed that only through inner calm could one truly engage with the world around them in a meaningful way. In modern life, where stress, information overload, and external pressures are constant, Musashi's teachings on mental clarity are more relevant than ever. Practices like mindfulness, meditation, and journaling help individuals cultivate the mental discipline required to overcome distractions and maintain focus. Whether preparing for a challenging conversation, a difficult decision, or a creative project, mental clarity allows individuals to approach life's challenges with precision and awareness. Embracing the void, the power of letting go. The principle of the void, which emphasizes detachment from attachment to outcomes and trust in intuition, can be especially powerful in the context of personal development. Musashi teaches that to achieve mastery, one must learn to let go of the need for control and embrace the uncertainty of life. By doing so, we free ourselves from anxiety and open ourselves up to new possibilities. In today's world, where fear of failure and perfectionism are common, embracing the void allows individuals to trust the process and enjoy the journey of self-discovery. Whether pursuing personal goals, building relationships, or facing challenges, Musashi's spiritual detachment teaches that true mastery comes from acceptance of the unknown and trusting one's instincts to navigate through it. Miyamoto Musashi's life and philosophy are a rich source of inspiration for anyone seeking to develop their full potential. Through his principles of discipline, adaptability, timing, and emotional control, Musashi provides a powerful roadmap for personal growth and self-mastery. Whether applied in the context of business, sports, leadership, or personal development, his teachings offer timeless wisdom that transcends the boundaries of time and culture. As we move into the final chapter of this series, we will explore the lasting legacy of Musashi's life and philosophy, examining how his principles continue to influence contemporary thinkers, leaders, and individuals around the world. Chapter 7: The Lasting Legacy of Musashi. Influence on modern thinkers and practices. Miyamoto Musashi's influence extends far beyond the realms of martial arts. Over the centuries, his teachings have inspired not only warriors and swordsmen, but also leaders, entrepreneurs, philosophers, and anyone striving for excellence. In this chapter, we will explore how Musashi's philosophy continues to shape modern thought, leadership, personal development, and even popular culture. Musashi's influence on leadership and business. Musashi's teachings, particularly those found in the Book of Five Rings, have transcended martial arts to become a key source of strategic insight for business leaders and executives. His emphasis on discipline, adaptability, and decisiveness has resonated deeply in the corporate world, where leaders face daily challenges and make decisions that can affect their organization's futures. Business leaders who study Musashi's work are often drawn to his perspective on timing, particularly his assertion that strategy requires acting decisively at the right moment. In modern business environments, this might mean capitalizing on a market opportunity, launching a new product at the perfect time, or making a major investment that could take a company to the next level. Musashi's teachings on understanding your competitors, the Wind Book, have also found resonance in the business world, where knowing your market and competitors is essential for gaining a competitive edge. Numerous corporate leaders and entrepreneurs reference Musashi's work when developing their own strategies. The Book of Five Rings has been particularly influential in the startup culture, where the constant need to adapt to shifting markets and make quick decisions mirrors the warrior's world. Musashi's emphasis on remaining calm under pressure and making decisions based on clear strategic thinking rather than emotional impulse has been invaluable for today's leaders. Influence on martial arts and combat sports. Though Musashi's teachings originated in the context of Japanese swordsmanship, they have influenced not only traditional martial arts but also modern combat sports. His concept of adaptability, learning multiple styles, and fluidly responding to an opponent's actions applies to a wide variety of fighting disciplines, including boxing, mixed martial arts, MMA, karate, and judo. Many martial artists view Musashi as a philosopher as much as a warrior, using his strategies and wisdom as a guide for mental preparation and combat readiness. His focus on mental clarity and emotional discipline has been a key influence in the world of sports psychology, where athletes are often encouraged to develop the same level of control and focus that Musashi advocated for in the heat of battle. Even in modern-day combat sports like MMA, Musashi's teachings on strategic timing and calmness under pressure can be seen in the approaches of top fighters who train not only their bodies but also their minds. For example, MMA fighters train not just on physical technique, but also on mindset, often spending considerable time learning how to handle the mental stress of competition. Musashi's teachings encourage fighters to approach their matches with the mindset of a strategist, thinking 2 or 3 moves ahead while remaining fully present in the moment, which is essential in high-stakes fighting situations. Musashi's influence on personal development and mindfulness. In addition to leadership and martial arts, Musashi's philosophy has also become a cornerstone of personal development and mindfulness. In the 21st century, where many people are overwhelmed by stress, uncertainty, and constant distractions, Musashi's teachings on discipline, mental clarity, and emotional detachment are incredibly relevant. Musashi's emphasis on self-mastery and mental discipline provides an actionable framework for individuals seeking to achieve success in all aspects of life, from their personal goals to their professional aspirations. One of the key components of his philosophy is the cultivation of a focused mind, an attribute that Musashi believed was essential for not only victory in battle, but also in life's daily struggles. This focus, when honed through discipline and practice, allows individuals to maintain calm and clarity when faced with difficult situations, enabling them to make the best decisions in even the most stressful circumstances. Moreover, the concept of detachment, as illustrated in The Void, resonates deeply with the modern practice of mindfulness. By letting go of attachment to outcomes and embracing uncertainty, individuals can achieve inner peace and a deeper connection to their present experience. This idea is central to mindfulness practices, where practitioners are encouraged to be fully present in each moment, without the need for judgment or attachment. Musashi's teachings, then, provide a spiritual and psychological roadmap to inner peace that continues to inspire people seeking balance in today's fast-paced world. Musashi's influence on popular culture. Miyamoto Musashi's legend extends beyond the world of business and martial arts, reaching deep into popular culture. His life and work have been the subject of numerous books, movies, television series, and video games. Musashi's persona as a lone warrior who achieves greatness through discipline, self-reliance, and unmatched skill continues to captivate audiences around the world. One of the most famous works inspired by Musashi's life is Eiji Yoshikawa's novel Musashi, 1935, which dramatizes his journey from a young, reckless swordsman to a sage and master of strategy. This novel has been adapted into films and television series, further solidifying Musashi's place as one of Japan's most iconic historical figures. His story has been the inspiration for action films, including adaptations of his life and philosophical teachings. Musashi's philosophy has also influenced video game design, particularly in role-playing games, RPGs, and strategy games, where players must make decisions that echo the strategic thinking found in the Book of Five Rings. Games like Assassin's Creed, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, and even Fortnite have drawn inspiration from the combat philosophy and strategic decision-making that Musashi espoused. In literature, Musashi's impact is seen in countless books and works that delve into the themes of self-mastery, personal struggle, and spiritual growth. Writers from all walks of life continue to reference his philosophy to guide characters through their personal quests for meaning, resilience, and success. Chapter 8. Conclusion: Musashi's teachings for the future. Miyamoto Musashi's philosophy, though conceived in the 17th century, holds remarkable relevance for the challenges of the 21st century. His principles of discipline, strategy, mental clarity, and emotional control offer timeless guidance for anyone seeking to achieve mastery in any field, whether it's business, personal development, leadership, or even combat sports. As we've explored in this series, Musashi's teachings offer practical wisdom for modern life. From mastering oneself to understanding others and the environment, his insights remain a cornerstone for personal and professional growth. Whether through his emphasis on the importance of self-mastery or his strategic insights into competition and timing, Musashi provides a roadmap for achieving success through resilience, adaptability, and wisdom. Musashi's legacy will continue to endure because his philosophy transcends time and place. It is not just about being a warrior in the traditional sense, but about embracing the principles of strategy, resilience, and self-discipline in every aspect of life. As we look to the future, Musashi's insights will continue to shape the lives of those who choose to follow the way of the warrior, empowering individuals to achieve greatness, overcome obstacles, and live with purpose. As we conclude our exploration of Musashi's life and philosophy, it's clear that the core lessons of the way of the warrior remain as vital and relevant as ever. Embracing the principles of virtue, victory, and self-mastery allows anyone to pursue greatness, live with integrity, and find fulfillment in every aspect of life. Thank you for joining us on this unfolding journey through the life and teachings of Miyamoto Musashi. If you found this exploration insightful and inspiring, be sure to subscribe to the Unfolding Journey YouTube channel. Stay tuned for more content on philosophy, personal growth, strategy, and timeless wisdom that can transform your life and the way you approach the world. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our future videos. Subscribe now and continue your journey towards self-mastery and success.